And all praise to the Most High. So the title of the class today is God's Government. Genuine leaders of irregular caliber. I know that's long. I'm going to repeat it. The name of the class is God's Government. Genuine leaders of irregular caliber. Let's open up with Isaiah chapter 9.
Let's go.
I'm going to go kind of fast, so bear with me. Isaiah 9 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 1.
Come on.
Nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation, when at the first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea, beyond Jordan in Galilee of the nations.
Right, Galilee of the nations or Galilee of the Gentiles, right? Because we became Gentiles mentally. We went after the way of the other nations. Go ahead.
The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light.
So the people that walked in darkness are the Israelites in verse 1. The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. Go ahead.
They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined.
Right, they that dwelt in the land of the shadow of death, upon them have the light shine. Ezra, give me Psalm 107 and 10 to explain the shadow of death.
Let's go.
Psalm 107 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 107 and verse 10.
Come on.
Such as sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, being bound in affliction and
Being
iron.
what?
Being bound in affliction and iron.
Being bound in affliction and iron. What is being bound in affliction and iron? That's slavery. That's captivity, right? So God is speaking to the Israelites in captivity. Upon them have the light shined. So now go back to Isaiah 9, verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For unto us a child is born.
Right, unto us. Who is the us? The people in verse 1 and 2, the Israelites. Unto us, go ahead.
A child is born.
A child is born.
Unto us a son is given.
Unto us a son is given. Who is that son that God gave us? Christ. Go ahead.
And the government.
And the what?
The government.
The what?
The government shall be upon his shoulder.
Right, it said the government gonna be up on Christ's shoulders. Give me, Ezra, give me Matthew 16, verse 18, where Christ spoke about this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 18.
Go ahead.
And I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter, and upon this rock
And
I will.
upon this rock, this is Christ referring to himself. And I'm going to show that in a second. Upon this rock, go ahead.
I will build my church.
I will what?
I will build my church.
So that word church is interchangeable with what word that we read in Isaiah 9? Government. Go ahead.
And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
And the government of Satan shall not prevail against it. Go to Ephesians 2, verse 19, Ezra. Ephesians 2:19.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 2 and verse 19.
Read.
Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners.
Right, because that goes back to Isaiah 9 and 1. The Israelites that became Gentiles mentally. We are no longer in that state. Go ahead.
But fellow citizens with the saints.
Right, we've woken up. We've come back to our heritage. Go ahead.
And of the household of God.
Read.
And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and,
And are
prophets.
built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone.
That rock. So the government starts with Christ and then his apostles.
That's right.
You understand that? All right, so go back to Isaiah 9, verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Read.
For unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is given. And the government shall be upon his shoulder.
Right, the government shall be upon the rock, which is Christ. Go ahead.
And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Read.
Of the increase of his government.
Of the increase of his government. Read.
And peace there shall be no end.
It shall be no end, meaning his government is going to continuously grow and grow and expand and grow. Go ahead.
Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom.
Upon his kingdom to do what?
To order it.
To do what?
Order it.
To order it. So Christ is not, hey, everybody, come unto me and we're just going to be all Christian. No! Christ is establishing a government of order.
right.
He's going to order it. Ezra, give me Psalm 50 and 21.
The book
Matter
of
of fact,
Psalm. Yes, sir.
Finish that verse, those sides.
To order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth ever forever.
From henceforth even forever. Go ahead.
The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
The what?
The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
So it's nothing that can stop it. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform it.
Yeah.
Now read that in Psalms real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21.
Come on.
These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Right. These things have the oppressors done to us, and the Lord kept silence. Read.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
So because God allowed the nations to do certain things to us, they thought that the Lord was on their side and was like them. Read.
But I will reprove thee.
But God will judge them. God will judge the nations. Go ahead.
And set them in order.
And set my people who you have oppressed, I will set them in order. Go ahead.
Before thine eyes.
Right, so that's the zeal of the Lord. He will perform that. He will set his people in order. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 1.
Let's go.
Both sides.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly does she order all things.
And sweetly does she what?
Order all things.
So God's wisdom is what orders all things. Jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me.
Right, so wisdom speaking as Christ, because Christ is the wisdom of God. He said, I shall set the people in order. That go back to the government being up on his shoulders. Now, get Exodus 18 and 13.
Exodus chapter 18 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass.
So now we going back to our conception as a nation. Where did we become a nation at? Where did we become a nation? Somebody, Adria. Where did we become a nation?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
No.
Oh.
Where did we become a nation? Where was we at?
Hey, Shalom, Captain Son, Christ bless. We
Shalom.
became a nation in Egypt.
In Egypt. All right, my brother right here, Moshe.
We became a nation in the wilderness.
In the wilderness. In the wilderness. All right?
That's right.
So let's get there.
Exodus chapter 18 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people. And the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening.
Right, so this is when we in the wilderness. Go ahead.
And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, What is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from morning to evening? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, Because the people come unto me to inquire of God.
Read.
When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another. And I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws.
Right, so everybody had to wait on Moses to learn what was right and what was wrong in pertaining to their day-to-day situations. So if it was 1,000 people, mind you, we are a great multitude that came out of Egypt.
Yeah.
So if it was 1,000 people that had a problem that day, imagine you have been to the DMV. Of course, you're a grown man, right? Okay. So if it's 30 people in front of you, how long you might have to wait?
About 2 days.
You might have to come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So Moses had the whole nation waiting on him, one at a time. So go ahead.
And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
Bro, you worse than the DMV. Of course, it wasn't no DMV yet back then. But damn, but that's not good. Read.
Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
Read.
Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God.
So here is God's wisdom about to set the nation in order, right? So he tell Moses, be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God. Watch this.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws.
Read.
And shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
Right, so don't wait till stuff happens to correct it, but teach them the way that they should walk. Watch this. Moreover, meaning in addition, read.
Thou shalt provide out of all the people able men.
Able men. Read.
Such as fear God.
Notice it didn't say able men and women. Able men. Read.
Such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness.
Right, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness. So what type of character and morale did these men have to have? They had to be genuine. They had to be sincere. Go ahead.
And place such over them to be rulers of thousands.
Rulers of thousands.
And rulers of hundreds.
Hundreds.
Rulers of 50s.
50s.
And rulers of tens.
And tens. Read.
And let them judge the people at all seasons.
Go ahead.
And it shall be that every great matter they
Jump
shall
down a verse. No, go ahead.
Let's go.
In every great matter.
every great matter they shall bring unto thee.
Right. So great matters that they not able to handle themselves, they'll run it up to you. Go ahead.
But every small matter they shall judge.
But every small matter they shall handle. Read.
So shall it be easier for thyself.
Uh-huh.
And they shall bear the burden with thee.
And they shall bear the burden with you. Jump down to verse 25.
Verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of tens.
Right. So Moses set it up. Read.
And they judged the people at all seasons.
They did what?
Judged the people at all seasons.
Come on.
The hard causes they brought unto Moses. But every small matter they judged themselves.
Right. Now go to Deuteronomy chapter 1. So the Lord set the people in order in the wilderness. Deuteronomy 1:13.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 13. Take you wise men and understanding, and known among your tribes.
And what?
Known among your tribes.
So it can't be just anybody. It got to be men of reputation, reputable men. Go ahead.
And I will make them rulers over you.
Uh-huh.
And ye answered me and said, the thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do.
Read.
So I took the chief of your tribe.
Come on.
Wise men.
What kind of men?
Wise men.
Men of wisdom. Men that were studied, that were knowledgeable. Go ahead.
And known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands.
Captains over thousands. Read.
And captains over hundreds.
And captains over hundreds. Read.
And captains over 50s.
And captains over 50s.
And captains over 10.
Read.
And officers among your tribes.
And officers among your tribes. Read.
And I charge your judges at that time, saying, here are the causes between your
So
brothers.
what were these captains and officers? What were they? They were judges. So he charged the judges. Go ahead.
At that time, saying, here are the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with them.
So make sure you judge righteously. Read.
Ye shall not respect persons in judgment.
Right, meaning don't be afraid of somebody if they mighty, and don't be favorable to somebody because they poor. You have to judge righteously. Go ahead.
But ye shall hear the small as well as the great.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man.
Why?
For the judgment is God.
For what?
The judgment is God.
For the judgment is God. So the judgment that would come from the judges will be the judgment that comes from God. Read.
And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it.
Right. So again, that's order. Go to Numbers 1 and 1. Numbers 1 and 1.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month.
Now, notice, right? We read in Exodus and Deuteronomy that the Lord would set up rulers over thousands, rulers over hundreds, rulers over 50s, rulers over 10s, right? Right? Okay. So now we're going to read the book of Numbers. So we're going to find out what those numbers mean. Because every man up here got a number beside their rank, right? So let's see what the number is about or what it's supposed to indicate. Numbers 1 and 1.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers,
Watch this.
with the number of their names. Every male.
Every what?
Every male.
Every what?
Male by their polls.
So what number was the Lord looking for? The number of every what? Every male. Every male. So if you got a congregation with 10 men and 1,000 women, are you supposed to be a captain of 1,000? You're supposed to be officer of 10. The Lord is looking at the number of the men.
That's
And we gon' stay with me to the end. This all gonna make sense. Read on.
From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel.
Read.
Thou and Aaron shall number them by their army.
Now what fit in terms of what was able to be counted as a man? What did you have to be? You had to be age 20 and upward. So 19 down, you a youngin, you YMOV, you a child. When you became 20 in the Bible, that's when you became a man. Read.
And with you there shall be a man of
So if you got 10 19-year-olds and 2 20-year-olds, is you supposed to be officer 10? Okay. Read on.
And with you there shall be a man of every tribe. Every one head of the house of his father.
Right. And it was heads over each tribe, and it's going to name them. Read.
And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you. Of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shadur. Of Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zerushadai. Of Judah, Nashon, the son of Aminadab. Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon. Of the children of Joseph. Of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Ammihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. Of Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Abidan, the son of Gideonah. Of Dan, Ahizah, the son of Ammishaddai. Of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Okron. Of Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Duel. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. These were the renown of the congregation.
These were the what?
Renown of the congregation.
So you had 12 men, over 12 tribes.
Come on.
These were the 12 renowned men of the congregation. Read.
Princes of the tribes of their fathers. Heads of thousands in Israel.
Heads of thousands in Israel. Y'all see that? Read.
And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
And mothers?
By the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names.
Read.
From 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Come on.
As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai.
Right, so the Lord numbered the men 20 years old and upward and excluded the tribe of Levi. All right, because the Lord told him to. Jump down to verse 45.
Let's go.
Verse 45.
Go ahead.
So were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel
Read.
by the house of their fathers from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war in Israel.
Uh-huh.
Even all they that were numbered were 600,000 and 3,550.
So 603, 550. 603, 550. That's how many men at the time that we had that was 20 years old and upward.
Message.
All right. So the Lord managed to order a nation consisting of 603,550 men. Damn. Right? Okay. So from there, go to Numbers 25, verse 1. So what type of situations where this stuff would come into play? Numbers 25 and 1.
Numbers chapter 25, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab.
Read.
And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel.
Right. So Israel began to go off into idolatry, right? The nations sent their women in to coerce the men to serve other gods. Read.
And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel.
Right. So how would this be carried out? Watch this.
And Moses said unto the judges of Israel,
Unto the what?
judges of Israel,
Read.
slay ye everyone his men that were joined unto Baal Peor.
Slay ye everyone his men. What does that mean? Slay ye everyone his men. Dallas.
It means put them to death.
Okay. Why say everyone his men?
Because you close to them, your friends or something.
Nope. Get the Shaul.
Shalom, Cap.
Shalom.
Because as you read before, he set up judges, and according to their number, they had men under them. So
Right.
those who was under them, they had to kill.
Exactly. So that means if you was an officer of 10, right, you actually had 10 men that was 20 and older, that if they was guilty of this, you had to go and handle that business.
That's right.
If you was an officer of 50, that means you had 50 men, you had to go bring their heads back to Moses.
Damn.
You understand? So it's accountability, it's duty. Because it's easy. Yeah, I'm a 50. All right, you the 50 over there that just did that, I want their head. I didn't. No, you accepted the title of 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's accountability in the ranks. You accountable for your men.
That's right.
Nah, give me 1 Samuel 8 and 12. So just showing y'all the evolution of the government, right? We was in the wilderness. We had Moses. We had the priesthood. We had judges, officers, princes. Now, 1 Samuel 8 and 12.
1 Samuel chapter 8, verse 12.
Now, this is the administration of a king in Israel, which was against God's will per se. But the people forced the issue. So the Lord said, okay. 1 Samuel 8 and 12.
And he will appoint him captains over thousands.
So this is what the king is going to do. He's going to appoint him captains over thousands, read.
And captains over 50s.
And captains over 50s, read.
And will set them to ear his ground.
Uh-huh.
And to reap his harvest. And to make his instruments of war. And instruments of his chariots.
Right, so they have various duties within the nation, right? These captains have various duties within the nation. Go to 1 Chronicles 13 and 1.
Let's go.
So we know Saul was the first king, then after him you had David. 1 Chronicles 13 and 1.
1 Chronicles chapter 13, verse 1. And David consulted with the captains of thousands.
David consulted with who?
The captains of thousands.
So David then become king and was like, I'm going to do it different. I'm the king. I got all the wisdom. I don't need that old wilderness system. David didn't do that. He did what?
And David consulted with the captains of thousands.
Read.
And hundreds.
Read.
And with every leader.
And every leader. So every captain, every officer had a voice within the government. Y'all see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So from there, 1 Kings 4. So I went over this a few years ago. I'm going to try to go fast with this. But
You gonna learn
I'm showing y'all like the elevation of a government is. We grew and expanded as a nation. The government became more, what's the word? Yeah, fine-tuned. 1 Kings 4 verse 1.
1 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. So King Solomon was king over all Israel. And these were the princes which he had.
These were the what?
Princes which he had.
Read.
Azariah, the son of Zadok, the priest.
Right. So the first prince it names is Azariah, the son of Zadok, the priest. Give me that real quick. Put that on the screen. All right. Read verse 2. Scroll down. Read that.
1 Kings 4, verse 2. These were the princes or chief officers, as is evident from two of them marrying Solomon's daughters. Azariah, the son of Zadok, the priest, rather the prince, as the Hebrew word frequently signifies, so that from the presidency given to his person in the list, he seems to have been prime minister, the highest in office next the king.
Right. So the prime minister in Solomon's kingdom, right? The chief prince is Azariah. All right. Now read verse 3.
1 Kings chapter 4, verse 3. Elahoreph and Ahiah, the sons of Sisha, scribes. Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, the recorder.
Right. So usually when we see scribe, we think that means there's somebody that wrote down some words that somebody said, right? But let's see what it's going into. Put it back up there. Read that.
Verse 3, scribes, that is secretaries of state.
What we had?
Secretaries of state.
They were secretaries of state. They were in high positions of government.
Yeah.
Come on.
Under David, there had been only one. The employment of 3 functionaries in this department indicates either improved regulations by the division of labor.
By the what?
Division of labor.
By the division of labor. We had a division of labor. Read.
Or a great increase of business.
Uh-huh.
Occasioned by the growing prosperity of the kingdom, or a more extensive correspondence with foreign countries.
So what was the scribes going into? What was they dealing with? They was dealing with his foreign relations, exactly. All right, give me the next one.
Recorder, that is historiographer or analyst, an office of great importance in Oriental courts, and the duties of which consisted in chronicling the occurrences of every day.
Wow. Well, they had to chronicle everything that happened every day. So it's one thing, yeah, he a chief prince, but he got a whole hell of a lot of responsibility. That's a hell of a job. Imagine you slothful with that, and something happened. Hey, I need the record of what happened yesterday because now this dude is saying that this, you know what I'm saying? This could be a life or death situation. Oh, I lost it. I forgot. You know, what's some more excuses we hear every day? My bad, Cap.
I thought you meant something else.
All right, give me reverse 4. I said we're gonna try to be on this all day.
1 Kings 4, verse 4. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was over the host, and Zadok and Abiathar were the priests.
All right, put it back up. So it said Benaiah was over the host, and Zadok and Abiathar were the priests. Put that up.
Benaiah was over the host, formerly captain of the guard. He had succeeded Joab as commander of the forces.
So he was the chief commander of the military. Go ahead.
Zadok and Abiathar were the priests. Only the first discharged the sacred functions. The latter had been banished to his country seat and retained nothing more than the name of the high priest.
So you read that history in 1 Samuel. But go to 1 Kings 2:26.
Let's go.
First Kings,
Just to expound on that part. Go ahead.
chapter 2, verse 26. And unto Abiathar the priest said the king, get thee to Anathoth, unto thine own fields, for thou art worthy of death. But I will not at this time put thee to death, because thou bearest the ark of the Lord God before David my father, and because thou hast been afflicted in all wherein my father was afflicted.
So Solomon had mercy on him. So Zadok was the real priest, but Abiathar still held the title. You understand? So go back.
First Kings chapter
Read
4,
verse 5. Yeah.
verse 5. And Azariah the son of Nathan was over the offices, and Zabud the son of Nathan was principal officer and the king's friend.
So Azariah was over the officers, and Zabud was the principal officer, the king's friend. Put that up.
Over the officers, that is the provincial governors enumerated in First King 4.
First King 4, 17 through 19, because it was 12 officers appointed over the tribe. That's why I say provincial. All right. So the 12 officers you read about later in the chapter is not the 12 princes we reading about. You understand that? So Azariah was over the 12 officers. All right. Read the next one.
Principal officer and the king's friend.
So this is Zabud. Go ahead.
Perhaps president of the privy council.
The
or
privy council. Go
And
ahead.
Solomon's confidential friend or favorite.
So this remind me of, like, if you've seen Game of Thrones, the king's hand, right? All right, go ahead.
This high functionary had probably been reared along with Solomon.
Right, meaning grew up with Solomon.
That
Because
he
it said he was the son of Nathan or Nathan. Y'all know who that is, right? So Nathan is the prophet that went and told David, he broke down the parable and told him his judgment for what he did with Bathsheba in 2 Samuel 12. So he was a prophet that dealt closely with David. So his son was Solomon's friend, indicating that they probably grew up together. That's what the commentary is saying. Go ahead.
that he should heap those honors on the sons of Nathan was most natural, considering the close intimacy of the father with the late king and the deep obligations under which Solomon personally laid to the prophet.
All right. So go back. 1 Kings 4, verse 6.
1 Kings chapter 4, verse 6. And Ahisha was over the household, and Adoniram, the son of Abda, was over the tribute. And Solomon had 12 officers over all Israel, which provided victuals for the king and his household. Each man his month in a year made provision.
All right. So give me the commentary one more time. Verse 6.
Ahisha was over the household, steward or chamberlain of the palace.
Steward. Go ahead.
Adoniram or
So that
Adoniram,
means he had to manage everything in the household of Solomon. All right. The next one.
or Hadaram was over the tribute, not the collection of money or goods, but the levy of compulsory laborers.
All right. Go ahead. Scroll down. About the 12 officers.
Verse 7. Solomon had 12 officers over all Israel. The royal revenues were raised according to the ancient and still in many parts existing usage of the East, not in money payments, but in the produce of the soil.
Right. So we had officers to manage this matter, right? So every high rank and title that you see in the government had great responsibility. Everybody understand that? All right. So now go to 2 Chronicles 19, verse 4. So Jehoshaphat was one of the kings that had to restore order in Israel, because we know after Solomon we had a whole bunch of wicked kings. All right. So 2 Chronicles 19, verse 4.
2 Chronicles 19, verse 4. And Jehoshaphat dwelt at Jerusalem, and he went out again through the people from Beersheba to Mount Ephraim, and brought them back unto the Lord God of their fathers.
All right, that was his mission. Go ahead.
And he set judges in the land
He
throughout
said what?
judges in the land
Read.
throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, city by city.
Come on.
And said to the judges, take heed what ye do, for ye judge not for man, but for the Lord. who is with you in the judgment.
Who is what?
With you in the judgment.
Who is with you in the judgment. So God is with the judges in the judgment. Y'all see that, right? Read.
Wherefore, now let the fear of the Lord be upon you. Take heed and do it, for there is no iniquity with the Lord our God, nor respect of persons, nor taking of gifts. Moreover, in Jerusalem did Jehoshaphat set of the Levites and of the priests and of the chief of the fathers of Israel for the judgment of the Lord and for controversies when they returned to Jerusalem. And he charged them, saying, Thus shall ye do in the fear of the Lord, faithfully.
So you have to judge in the fear of the Lord faithfully. Go ahead.
And with a perfect heart.
And with a what?
Perfect heart.
And with a perfect heart.
Message.
Ezra, real quick, 2 Samuel 23 and 3.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 23 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
The God of Israel said, The rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth
Who
over...
is the rock of Israel? Christ. So this is what he said to David. Read.
He that ruleth over men must be just.
He that ruleth over men must be just. Meaning you got to do right by the people. You got to be fair. Go ahead.
Right. Ruling in the fear of God.
Ruling in the what?
In the fear of God.
Ruling in the fear of God. Go back to Chronicles, verse 10.
2 Chronicles chapter 19 and verse 10.
Read.
And what cause soever shall come to you of your brethren that dwell in their cities, between blood and blood, between law and commandment, statutes and judgments, ye shall even warn them that they trespass not against the Lord. And so wrath come upon you and upon your brethren. This do, and ye shall not trespass.
So that's the duty that God gave us. So you're not supposed to feel some type of way when the judges warn you for your actions. The Lord charged us to do that. Go ahead.
And behold, Amariah the chief priest is over you in all matters of the Lord. And Zebediah, the son of Ishmael, the ruler of the house of Judah, for all the king's matters. Also the Levites shall be officers before you.
So y'all see, it's a whole bunch of order. It's a chain of command. It's structure. It is a government. Go ahead.
Deal courageously, and the Lord shall be with the good.
All right. Now go to Haggai 1 and 1. So now,
Let's go.
we went from the wilderness to the first king, to David, to Solomon, to Jehoshaphat. Now we in captivity. Haggai 1 and 1.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 1. In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month, came the word of the Lord by Haggai, the prophet, unto Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel.
So this is the first generation that came back to the land when the Persians gave us liberty after the Babylonian captivity. So it said Zerubbabel, the what? The son of Shealtiel.
Governor of Judah.
What was Zerubbabel?
Governor of Judah.
So in captivity, what did the Lord still have set up for his people? A government. And Zerubbabel was the governor. Go ahead.
And to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest.
And Joshua was the high priest. So they worked hand in hand to set our people in order in captivity. Go to Nehemiah 12:26. So this was the next generation.
Nehemiah chapter 12 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
These were in the days of Joachim, the son of Jeshua, the son of Josedek, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor.
The days of who?
Nehemiah the governor.
The days of Nehemiah the governor. So Nehemiah that you read about that rebuilt the walls, he was also the what of Judah? Governor. And what was the other word that was used for that in the book of Nehemiah? Tershata. Go ahead.
And of Ezra the priest, the scribe.
Right. So just like Zerubbabel and Joshua worked hand in hand as the governor and the priest, Nehemiah and Ezra worked hand in hand as the governor and the priest. Y'all see that? Right. So that was even in captivity. Now get First Maccabees. So now the Greek captivity. First Maccabees 3:55.
First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 55. And after this, Judas ordained captains over the people, even captains over thousands.
Right, so Judas Maccabees ordained captains over thousands, read,
And over hundreds.
and over hundreds.
And over 50s. And over 10.
Right, so he went back. He didn't say the blueprint in the wilderness was outdated. He went back because he knew that's the wisdom of God.
Yeah.
We gonna order the nation according to the wisdom of God. Go to 1 Maccabees 14:47. So this is Judas Maccabees' brother who took the reins after all his brothers had died. All right, 1 Maccabees 14:47.
1 Maccabees 14, verse 47.
Go ahead.
Then Simon accepted hereof and was well pleased to be high priest
So Simon was high priest
and captain
and captain
and governor of the Jews.
and governor of the Jews. Damn. Simon was Zerubbabel and Joshua. The hell is this?
Yeah.
And when you read First Mac, y'all, if you know me, I done went over this a few different times. But Simon, the way he moved and operated for the people, he deserved them damn titles. You understand? He didn't get them titles just because he was Judas Maccabees' brother. You know what I'm saying? He set the nation in order. He sought out the good for the people by any means. Matter of fact, read that in verse, sought by all means, verse 35. Watch this.
1 Maccabees 14 and 35.
Go ahead.
The people therefore seeing the acts of Simon.
They saw the what?
The acts of Simon.
The actions of Simon. Go ahead.
And unto what glory he thought to bring his nation.
Read.
Made him their
Wait,
governor.
they what?
Made him.
They what?
Made him.
So he didn't go and pursue it, and he didn't play Game of Thrones and manipulate his way up there. The people made him what?
their governor.
Come on.
And chief priest.
Read.
Because he had done all these things.
Watch this.
And for the justice and faith which he kept to his nation.
Watch this.
And for that he sought by all means to exalt his people.
He did what?
Sought by all means to exalt his people.
That's a real leader right there.
That's right.
That's a genuine leader of irregular caliber. He sought by all means to exalt his people. So the people made him the governor, the chief priest. You understand that? All right. So now go to Luke 6. So we went from wilderness, kings, Persian captivity, Greek captivity. Now let's go to the Roman captivity. Luke 6:13.
Luke chapter 6, verse 13.
You see, the Lord always set us in order before their eyes. You know what I'm saying? He always will do it in the time that he saw fit. Luke 6:13.
And when it was day, he called unto him his disciples, and of them he chose 12.
Right. So y'all know it was more disciples than just the 12, right? The Lord had a lot of disciples, but of those disciples, he did what?
Chose 12.
He chose 12. Read.
Whom also he named apostles.
Right, because what does apostle mean? Apostle means to be sent. So when they were disciples, to be a disciple means to be a student. You're learning. So after a certain amount of learning, they were learned enough to be sent to teach. You understand? Go ahead.
Simon, whom he also named Peter, and Andrew his brother, James and John, Philip and Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas, James the son of Alphaeus, and Simon called Zelot, and Judas the brother of James, and Judas Iscariot, which also was the traitor.
Right. So you had 12, just like in 1 Kings 4. You read the names of 12 men. Same thing with Christ. All right. So now get chapter 10, verse 1. So there was order. He wasn't just finna, okay, y'all, all my followers. Nope. Give me 12 of y'all, and you gonna be the, you know what I'm saying? He was setting it in order. Read Luke 10 and 1.
Luke chapter 10, verse 1.
Read.
After these things, the Lord appointed other 70 also.
Right. So outside of the 12, you had 70 also. Read.
And sent them 2 by 2, and 2 and 2.
That's like with Moses in Numbers, he had the 70 elders. So the Lord had the 12 apostles, and then he had another 70 men also. Go ahead.
And sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place, whether he himself would come.
Now go to Acts 1. Acts 1:15. So the Lord was a man of order. All right, read that.
Acts chapter 1, verse 15.
Mhm.
And in those days, Peter stood up in the midst of the disciples.
So
and
this is after Christ resurrected and ascended back to the Lord. Judas Iscariot killed himself. All right, go ahead.
And in those days, Peter stood up in the midst of the disciples and said, the number of names together were about 120, men and brethren. This scripture must needs have been fulfilled.
Right, men and brethren. So the women, when you read up, the women was amongst them, but he didn't say men, brethren, and sisters in terms of what he's about to deal with. He addressing the men. You understand? Men and brethren, go ahead.
This scripture must needs have been fulfilled,
Uh-huh.
which the Holy Ghost by the mouth of David spake before concerning Judas, which was guide to them that took Jesus. For he was numbered with us and had obtained part of this ministry.
Right, he was one of the 12. Read.
Now this man purchased a field with the reward of iniquity, and falling headlong, he burst asunder in the midst, and all his bowels gushed out. And it was known unto all the dwellers at Jerusalem, insomuch as that field is called in their proper tongue Achaldama, that is to say, the field of blood. For it is written in the book of Psalms, let his habitation be desolate,
Read.
and let no man dwell therein.
Watch this.
And his bishopric,
His what?
bishopric, let another take.
Right. So what position did Judas have that Peter is seeking to fill? He was a bishop. So the 12 apostles were also what? Bishops. All right. Now get that in Psalm 109 real quick. What he quoted? Psalm 109 verse 7.
Psalm chapter 109 and verse 7.
Come
on. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office.
Let another take his what?
His office.
Right. So Peter revealed what his office was. He had the office of a bishop. Go back to Acts 1. Acts 1:21.
The book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 21.
Go ahead.
Wherefore of these men which have company with us all the time that the Lord Jesus went in and out among us, beginning from the baptism of John unto that same day that he was taken up from us, must one be ordained to be a witness with us of his resurrection.
Right. So now what was one of the prerequisite criteria of the man that had to be one of the 12 to replace Judas? He had to have been with them from the time that John the Baptist was teaching. Y'all see that? It couldn't be no Johnny come lately. You understand? It had to be one of the ones that was following Jesus from the jump, right?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And they appointed 2, Joseph called Barsabas, who was surnamed Justus, and Matthias.
So it came down to Barsabas and Matthias. Read.
And they prayed and said, Thou Lord, which knowest the hearts of all men, show whether of these 2 thou hast chosen.
Right. They could have been like, all right, we just gonna make it 13. But they knew it's something divine about that 12. The Lord want 12. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
That he may take part of this ministry and apostleship,
Read.
from which Judas by transgression fell, that he might go to his own place.
Uh-huh.
And they gave forth their lots, and the lot fell upon Matthias, and he was numbered with the 11 apostles.
Right. So they restored the 12th bishop. All right. So Matthias became the 12th bishop. Now, give me Acts 6 and 1. Acts 6 and 1.
The book of Acts, chapter 6 and verse 1. And in those days, when the number of the disciples was multiplied, there arose a murmuring of the Grecians against the Hebrews.
Right. And Grecians means what? Greek-speaking Jews. Stop blurting out. All right, go ahead. Come on.
Yes, sir. Grecians against the Hebrews, Because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration.
Right, because we had a part of ministry that we had set up was the taking care of widows. Go ahead.
Then the 12 called the multitude of the disciples unto them, and said, It is not reason that we should leave the word of God and serve tables.
Right. So the 12 bishops, they like, we got work to do. We got to, study and go and teach the masses. We can't leave from that to go and serve the widows. So what is the solution they came up with? Read.
Wherefore, brethren, look ye out among you 7 men of honest report,
So look ye out 7 men of honest report. Read.
full of the Holy Ghost and wisdom,
Mhm.
whom we may appoint over this business.
Who we may appoint over this business. Because you might think because you got some type of you might have an expertise with the kitchen. Right? So yeah, I'm fit for that. I know how to serve tables. But it said these men got to be of honest report, full of the Holy Ghost and wisdom. Just because you may have the talent and the know-how to do a task, you got to be spiritual to be over anything in Israel. You understand? Yeah. These had to be men of wisdom and experience. Go ahead.
But we will give ourselves continually to prayer and to the ministry of the word.
Read.
And the saying pleased the whole multitude.
Right. So they was pleased by that. Okay, you're going to delegate this responsibility. That makes sense. That go back to Moses. That's going to be good for him and the people. Go ahead.
And they chose Stephen, a man full of faith and of the Holy Ghost, and Philip and Prochorus, and Nicanor, and Timon, and Parmenas, and Nicholas, a proselyte of Antioch,
Read.
whom they set before the apostles, and when they had prayed, they laid their hands on them.
Right, they anointed them to be deacons. How do I know that? Give me that real quick. Roll of deacons.
Roll of deacons in the church.
Read.
The 7 were chosen to serve, illustrating the biblical model of deacons.
Of what?
Deacons.
Read.
As servants.
As what?
As servants who support the ministry of the word and care for the practical needs of the community.
I like that. Yeah. It say, and care. That word right. Ooh. That's a heavy word right there. Care. So that was the setting up of deacons in the church. Y'all see that? Yeah. So we know the 12 apostles, they were bishops. And then in Acts 6, you see the men that were chosen to be deacons. Now, give me Philippians 1:1.
Philippians chapter 1, verse 1. Paul and Timotheus, the servants of Jesus Christ, to all the saints in Christ Jesus, which are at Philippi,
Read.
with the bishops and deacons.
With the what?
Bishops and deacons.
With the bishops and deacons. So as the truth grew, the number of bishops and deacons grew as well. All right, go to 1 Timothy 3:1. But those are the 2 highest positions under Christ, of course, the 2 highest positions in God's government under Christ. All right, the bishops and the deacons. 1 Timothy 3:1.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Read.
This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work.
Right. So, if you desire the office of a bishop, if that's what you want to be a leader. You want to be somebody that is responsible for waking up your people and bringing them back to the Lord. That's a good work. Read.
A bishop then must be blameless.
But if that's what you want to be, you got to understand you must be blameless. Read.
The husband of one wife.
The husband of one wife. You can't have more than one, brother. Read.
Vigilant.
Vigilant, meaning you're cautious. Go ahead.
Sober.
Sober, you're clear-minded. Read. You're not drugging it. Go ahead.
Of good behavior.
Of good behavior. You got good conduct. Read.
Given to hospitality.
Giving a hospitality. You're not a stingy Negro. Never want to share. Never want to, you know what I'm saying, make yourself accessible. No charity. A real leader is going to be given to hospitality. Come on.
Apt to teach.
Apt to teach, meaning you study. You're not hesitant when it comes to having to edify somebody. You got the answers. You study to give answer. Go ahead.
Not given to wine.
Not given to wine, not a drunkard. Read.
No striker.
No striker. You're not violent. Read.
Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Not money hungry. Read.
But patient.
But patient.
Not a brawler.
Not a brawler. That means argumentative. Go ahead.
Not covetous.
Not covetous. So that covetous is similar to the greedy of filthy lucre, but covetous could be anything. You got that spirit of brother, wife come in. Dang, I want that sister need to counsel with me. You were from New Orleans camp. You throw me a little example of a brother that was sitting behind a table. I know you're familiar with the story, right? Go on, where the mic at? Where the mic?
So, check. So, brother and a sister, single brother, single sister come in, you know what I'm saying? Brother come in, brother got the eye on the sister. Brother's counsel for himself concerning the sister. Then the same brother walk in later on with that sister. He was covetous of that sister. He counseled for himself, so he threw the other brother off the sister or whatever. He made sure that didn't go that way. And then he wanted the sister for himself, and then he walked in with the sister.
Right. So as a leader, you can't be covetous, right? Well, you got to be content with what you got, and you can't be desirous of anybody else's possessions. Read on.
1 Timothy 3 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
One that ruleth well his own house.
When they're what?
Ruleth well his own house.
Read.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
Right. And the reason why, because you got men that were leaders, and the Lord said, you got to sit down. And the reason why he was sat down, remember we read the judgment, God is with you in the judgment, right? So the judgment came down from the government. No, your house out of order. Bro, you don't know how to rule your wife. Your wife out of control. Damn. So fast forward, some months later, he having a conversation with a brother. The brother, like, you know why you was demoted? The Lord wanted me to spend more time with my wife. What? What?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So a leader is supposed to rule well his own household. So if you're not able to do that, that type of stuff gonna get you set down from your position.
Y'all better take heed to that.
And you can't not understand when it happened. It's the scripture say evil men understand not judgment. Anyway, read on.
Verse 5.
Come on.
For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God?
How you gonna rule over men? You can't rule over your wife. That's what you gotta learn. You learn that, the Lord will restore you. But if you don't even see that, you cooked. Read.
Not a novice.
Not a what?
Not a novice.
Not a novice. So a novice is a beginner. This goes back to what we read in Acts 1, right? Yeah, this got to be somebody that been around for a while. This can't be just anybody. Somebody, oh, yeah, he cold with the scripts. So what? He just memorized the scriptures in 6 months. Anybody can do that. They try hard enough. You can't be a novice. Read.
Lest being lifted up with pride.
Because when that happens and you're lifted up with pride, you let that stuff get to your head. Read.
He fall into the condemnation of the devil.
You will destroy yourself. Happens every time. Every single time. Read on.
Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without. Lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil.
So them that are without, that's talking about people in the world. You got to have a good report with the world, with the community. You can't be a nigga. You can't be in here reading the Bible, giving orders. Then you out here, you got warrants. You getting pulled over, took to the damn precinct. What the hell going on? You got fines you still need to pay? You tweaking. They had the DUIs. You know they got them damn YouTube channels where they'll post you. You drunk, they pull you over, you get to acting crazy. They will post you. Imagine what that'll do to the ministry. Imagine somebody come in here, they see somebody behind a leadership table, go home, get on YouTube, they see that same man acting a damn fool with the state trooper.
What the hell is this?
I gotta say, you know, every time I say something, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from a place of witnessing these things. All right, go ahead.
Likewise, must the deacons be grave.
Likewise, must the what?
Deacons be grave.
So, like the bishops, the top rank, likewise must the deacons also be grave. Go ahead.
Not double-tongued. Not given to much wine. Not greedy of filthy lucre.
Read.
Holding the mystery of the faith in a pure conscience. And let these also first be proved.
Let them also first be what?
Be proved.
They go back to, they can't be novices either. They got to be proved with time. Okay, he know the scriptures, but how can he handle this? How can he handle this adversity? Certain stuff got to be proven over time. Read.
Then let them use the office of a deacon, being found blameless.
Being found blameless. Read.
Even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers, sober, faithful in all things.
Read that verse again.
Even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers, sober, faithful in all things.
So if your wife don't fit that, that would put your rank in jeopardy. Even if you fit all the stuff that pertain to what's required of a man, but if your wife, read that verse one more time.
Verse 11. Even so must their wives.
Even so what?
Must.
Even so what?
Must.
Must. This is a must, a requirement.
Yeah.
Even so must, go ahead.
Their wives be grave.
Read.
Not slanderers. Sober.
Read.
Faithful in all things.
Faithful in all things. Meaning she can't be somebody that don't do nothing. Or when she do something, you can't depend on her to do it. And then she'll turn around and speak evil of the leadership. Well, they shouldn't. Well, that's they fault. What the hell? That can't be your wife, brothers. Read.
Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife.
Come on.
Ruling their children in their own houses well. For they that have used the office of a deacon.
All right. Now go to 1 Peter 5:1. So it's criteria. The titles and all that people want, you gotta be a certain caliber. You gotta be a man of irregular caliber. You know what I'm saying? Read that real quick.
1 Peter 5 verse 1.
Read.
The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder.
Right. So this is Peter speaking, who was a bishop. You understand? So the elders, he like, I'm an elder too. I'm a bishop. Read.
And a witness of the sufferings of Christ.
Read.
And also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed.
Come on.
Feed the flock of God.
Do what?
Feed the flock of God.
Come on.
Which is among you, taking the oversight thereof.
Taking the oversight thereof. Feed the flock of God. The first thing he mentioned to the bishops, to the leaders, the elders, feed the flock of God. Read.
Which is among you, taking the oversight thereof.
Right. So you're an overseer. A leader is an overseer. Go ahead.
Not by constraint.
Not by constraint, meaning you're forced. Go ahead.
But willingly.
But what?
Willingly.
But what?
Willingly.
But willing. Ooh. That's another word right there. Willingly. Give me that in Judges, Ezra. Judges 5:9. Read that.
The book of Judges, excuse me, chapter 5 and verse
9.
Let's go.
Verse 9. My heart is toward the governors of Israel.
My heart is toward the what?
The governors
The
of
what?
Israel. Governors.
The what?
Governors.
The governors of Israel. They do what?
That offered themselves willingly.
They offered themselves what?
Willingly among the people.
So that's a true governor. That's a true leader. You understand? It ain't no, and we need somebody to step up. Brother, just Man, we need somebody to step up. Brother, can you step up? All right, I guess, because ain't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? That's not a real leader. That's not a real governor. That same brother get put in a position, and later in time, when he get rebuked and held accountable for stuff, look, I never wanted to be this anyway. I hate this stuff.
This is crazy.
For real. That is not a leader.
Yeah.
The real leader's going to offer themselves willingly among the people. Go back to 1 Peter 5.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly.
Right. Nobody should have to force you to do what God, it's one of the most honorable things you could do for the Lord. You understand? You fulfilling prophecy. You setting the people in order. Nobody should have to force you to do that. Go ahead.
Not for filthy lucre.
Uh-huh.
But
Because here's the thing. Nobody ever turns down the promotion. Everybody always receives the commencement of the title. You know what I'm saying? And the perks that come with it. I don't want to be an officer, but you take your food first, though, with no problem. You know what I'm saying? Same brother said he hate doing this. Same brother a couple months ago asked to go out the country with me.
Damn.
Every time I go out the country, you asking me to go. But you hate doing that? Oh, really? You'll do it to be seen as an international doer of it. But what the Lord put you in charge of, oh, I hate it. It's crazy work. Read.
not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind.
Of a ready mind. They go back to apt to teach. Go ahead.
Neither as being lords over God's heritage.
Not as being what?
Lords over God's heritage.
Not being lords, meaning bosses over God's heritage. Go ahead.
But being examples to the flock.
But being examples to the flock. Go to Acts 20 and 28. I'm going to expound on the lords not being lords in a second. But I want to deal with the overseers, taking the oversight. Acts 20 and 28.
Acts chapter 20, verse 28.
Go ahead.
Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost hath made you overseers to feed the church of God.
To do what?
Feed the church of God.
To feed the church of God. Now remember, overseers go back to officers, captains, all of that, right? So if you're an officer of 10, that means you oversee, you supposed to be overseeing 10 men over the age of 20, right? So the charge is feed the flock of God.
Message.
You got officers of 10 that got 3 men that go a whole week without ever speaking to the men.
I don't get it.
As you an officer of 10, you ain't even gotta feed 10 men. You already got a false title. But you damn starving out the 3-4 men you got up under you. That's not biblical.
Let the BS
Read it one
go.
more time.
Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost hath made you overseers to feed the church of God,
Read.
which he hath purchased with his own blood.
You might not think they nothing. Oh, this nigga ain't nothing. The Lord purchased him with his blood. The Lord said he was good enough for me to die for him, nigga. He ain't good enough for you to call him. He ain't good enough for you to answer the phone.
This is madness.
Read.
For I know this, that after my departing
After I leave, this Paul speaking. Read.
shall grievous wolves enter in among you,
Uh-huh.
not sparing the flock.
So when I depart, because I'm a diligent leader, but I know once I leave and travel to the other churches, grievous wolves gonna enter in among you. Read.
Also of your own selves
Even the people, some of y'all I'm speaking to right now. Read.
shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them.
They're going to get the spirit of preeminence on them, and they're going to try to take their own disciples. So you're going to have people that come in grievous wolves, and you're going to have people amongst you right now that get the devil on them and try to overthrow the government that's set up. So I'm going to deal with all that. Now, get John 10 and 11. John 10, verse 11.
John chapter 10, verse 11.
Go ahead.
I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
So who is the ultimate example for all leaders? Christ, right? So Christ said, I'm the good shepherd. That's actually what the word bishop means. Y'all do know that, right? Okay, yeah, bishop means shepherd.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm the good shepherd. I give my life for the sheep. Some brothers struggle with losing sleep. Man, come on now. It's past 8:30. You tripping, bro. You gotta wait till tomorrow.
Come on, man.
Brother, bedtime, brothers. When you become a leader, you can't be no bedtime, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, you hit brothers up. I need you be needing something right then in a moment. You text them, such and such notifications are silenced with the crescent moon. I gotta hit notify them anyway. The hell is this? The hell wrong with you? That's not a good shepherd. Read.
But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not. Seeth the wolf.
So it's a difference between a good shepherd and a hireling. Watch this.
Seeth the wolf coming.
So we just read in Acts 20, right? He said, grievous wolves gonna enter in among you, not sparing the flock. So a hireling, somebody that'll take the position, they'll take the title, as long as it benefit them. It said that he that is a hireling, go ahead.
And not the shepherd,
Read.
whose own the sheep are not.
Right. All right. Am I my brother's keeper? Read.
Seeth the wolf coming.
You see the wolf coming?
And leaveth the sheep.
And leaveth the sheep. Read.
And fleeth.
Read.
And the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep.
So a brother might be thinking, well, I ain't left. I don't lead the sheep. Well, you lead the sheep unattended. You lead the sheep starving. You don't check on them. You don't feed them. You don't deal with them. That's the same damn thing. Because how will these grievous wolves work? They're going to beguile the sheep through false doctrine. You understand? Through slander. If you're not building men up in their understanding, they're not going to be able to withstand a grievous wolf. So if you're not feeding a flock, you are a hireling. You brothers understand that? Read.
The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling.
Watch
and
this.
Careth not.
And what?
Careth not.
And what?
Careth not for the sheep.
There's a lot of brothers with these grand titles. They do not care for the sheep. Hey, bro, what's up with such? Oh, let me make a call. Damn. What? You supposed to know.
This ain't right.
You don't care. Read on.
I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep,
Mm.
and am known of mine.
So what did Christ say? I'm the good shepherd. I know my sheep.
Yeah.
You supposed to know the men that's under you. And am what?
And am known of mine.
And am known of mine. You got brothers who will be with us for months. You be like, who your POC? POC? What's that? I got an officer? What? We on the call every week. Yeah, I reached out to such and such. Nothing notable.
Are you serious?
That brother didn't even know you was over him.
Damn.
A good shepherd gonna be known of the sheep, bruh. Now, from there, where we at? Give me Philippians 2:19.
Let's go.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
But I trust in the Lord Jesus to send Timotheus shortly unto you, that I also may be of good comfort when I know your state.
When I what?
Know your state.
When I know your state. So Paul, who was traveling over many different congregations, he sent Timothy to know the state, of the Philippians. Ezra, give me Proverbs 27:23.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 23.
Read.
Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks,
Mm-hmm.
and look well to thy herds.
Right. So be diligent to know the state of your flocks and look well to your herds. Meaning you're gonna, whatever issues they got, you seeking solutions for them. You're trying to, like we read in Maccabees about Simon, you sought by all means to exalt your people, right? So be diligent to know the state of your flock. Give me that. State of your flock.
Come on.
Read that.
State, a condition or way of being that exists at a particular time.
Right. So to know the state of the flock is to know the condition, right? To know the current condition, meaning you got to be up to date. You understand? Any given moment, I ask you about one of your 10 men that's under you, and you are officer 10, you got to give a current and up-to-date report. You're supposed to be able to do that, right? Think about literally if you had a flock, and you going days without checking on your sheep. By the time you go back, check on your sheep, some of them going to be missing. Some of them going to be sick.
He ain't lying.
Some of them going to be injured, lame. You understand? And that's what be happening in the truth. You look up, damn, what brother such and such? His ass at the strip club.
Damn.
He's smoking weed.
Boy,
He
ain't no
getting
way,
drunk.
boy.
He went back to the Christian church. That's what happened when you're not diligent to know the state of your flock. Go back.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 20.
Come on.
For I have no man like-minded who will naturally care for your state.
Who will what?
Naturally care for your state.
Naturally care. That is a genuine brother right there. That's a genuine leader. It ain't by constraint. Well, Cap, I need some precepts. Show me how to care. What? What the hell?
I don't get it.
Not a leader. Not a leader. A leader is to naturally care for the state, the condition of the people that have been assigned to him. Read.
For all seek their own.
For what?
All seek their own.
For all seek their own. Read.
Not the things which are Jesus Christ.
So what is Paul pointing out? You got a lot of brothers that got positions, they got titles, but they don't care about the people. They in it for themselves, for their own benefits. Watch this. Get Ezra, 3 John. 3 John, verse 9.
Let's go.
The book of 3 John, verse 9.
It's what there's a lot of brothers in this truth. Read.
I wrote unto the church, but Diotrephes,
But Diotrephes is a man that was set up in a congregation. Read.
who loveth to have the preeminence
He
among
what?
them, he loveth to have the preeminence among them.
Read.
Receiveth us not.
So, Diotrephes loved to have the preeminence. Give me that real quick. What that mean? Come on.
Preeminence is the state of being superior to all others in importance, rank, or quality.
That's all some brothers care about. Being able to tell people what to do. That's it. I'm over you. I'm over you. That's all some people care about.
How is that helpful?
They just like the fact that they over you. They like that they able to sit above you. Finish it out. It describes?
It describes something that is outstanding, extremely distinguished, or stands above the rest in excellence or authority.
Right. So some men just love to have a preeminence. Get that in 2 Samuel 15 and 2. You stay in Philippians, Losai, because I'm coming back.
The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 2.
Read.
And Absalom rose up early and stood beside the way of the gate. And it was so that when any man that had a controversy came to the king for judgment, then Absalom called unto him and said, Of what city art thou? And he said, Thy servant is of one of the tribes of Israel.
Right. So they coming to visit King David, but Absalom spots the people at the gate. Read.
And Absalom said unto him, See, thy matters are good and right.
Read.
But there is no man
Deputed. Go ahead.
deputed of the king to hear thee.
Right. So the king ain't doing his job. It should be somebody able to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? So he what's the word? Sneak dissing David. Come on.
Absalom said, moreover,
Uh-huh.
oh, that I were made judge in the land.
Oh, that I was made judge in the land. I should be the guy. Read.
That every man which have any suit or cause might come unto me,
Uh-huh.
and I would do him justice.
Bro thought, man, I'm better than King David. And that's his son.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I should be the judge. I should be the guy. That's not the spirit. Go to Sirach 7:4. Sirach 7:4.
Seek not of the Lord preeminence.
Don't seek preeminent. The Lord said, don't seek rank. Don't seek to be superior.
Yeah.
Because that's usually the men that the Lord set up. Men that's not looking for that.
Don't fall for it.
That's how I know he's sincere. You understand? God said, don't seek that. Read.
Neither of the king the seat of honor.
Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6.
Watch this.
Seek not to be judged,
Why?
being not able to take away iniquity.
Read.
Lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty.
Right. So being not able to take away iniquity, meaning what's going to happen is when you're in a position of leadership, you're going to actually have to deal with matters. And a matter might be somebody that, A, you're afraid of. You understand? You're afraid of losing their affinity. You understand? It's somebody that you feel you're threatened by if you hurt their feelings. Right? Go ahead.
And lay a stumbling block in the way of thy uprightness.
Right. So you'll be compromised. And you're not built for that. You're not ready to have to tell somebody that you don't want to tell what you need to tell them. That's help the Lord. That is not an easy position to be in.
Message.
Brothers want it for the title, but you don't want to have to go through that stuff. You think we get a kick out of standing brothers up that we love and care about? Kicking sisters that we love and care about out the body? You think we like doing that? No, but that's the judgment that the Lord said gotta happen. Everybody not built for that.
Yeah.
All right? Give me Luke 22:24.
The book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 24.
Go ahead.
And there was also a strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest.
Right. So the disciples had this, they was dealing with that. They wanted the preeminence amongst each other. Go ahead.
And he said unto them,
You all right?
yes, sir.
Slow
the,
down.
the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them.
So now Christ sees this as an opportunity to teach them a lesson. It says, read again.
And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them.
Right. So the kings and the Gentiles, meaning the other nations, exercise lordship over them. Read.
And they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors.
Right. So the kings have people in authority that operate as a boss, right? They exercise lordship, right? Now, Losias, do me a favor. Give me Job 32. Ezra, you stay at Luke 22.
Let's go.
Give me Job 32:21.
Job chapter 32, verse 21.
Go ahead.
Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's person,
Uh-huh.
neither let me give flattering titles unto man.
Neither let me give what?
Flattering titles unto man.
Flattering titles unto men. Read.
For I know not to give flattering titles. In so doing, my maker would soon take me away.
That go back to being lifted up with pride, you fall into the condemnation of the devil. So why did I pull that in reference to the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship? Because their spirit of having them flattering titles come from the heathen. Yeah, who's seen Game of Thrones? Raise your hand. Watch this. Play that clip. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
In the name of Robert of the House Baratheon, the first of his name,
Don't look away.
King of the Andals and the first
Father will know if you do.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm, I, Eddard, of the House Stark, Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North.
In the name of
That
Robert
man
of the
just
House
described
Baratheon,
one person title. That long ass title. Damn. Lord of the Seven Winterfells.
Are you
third
serious?
of the King, Lord. What the hell?
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Good
the
play
hell
on.
is this?
Look, this whole look, y'all finna get the point. Look at the title. Put it up. It say, oh, you can't see it because I got the disclaimer. But it's Game of Thrones, but it's just them saying titles. So they pulled this a 8-minute and 54-second video. Every time they did that, the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and the Lord, you understand? And when you think of the show, it's Game of Thrones. It's about people doing stuff underhand just to get them damn titles. That's the ways of the heathen. Some brothers, they got that mentality. Yeah, I want to be the head 20 by the end of the year. Damn, how you gonna do that? That means every 20 over, you gotta fall. That's your goal? Crazy.
Evil stuff.
Crazy work. Go back to Luke 22, man.
The book
Luke
of
22, 25.
The book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 25.
Come on.
And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors.
Read.
But ye shall not be so.
But that's not how we supposed to be. Read.
But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger,
Read.
and he that is chief as he that doeth serve.
Watch this.
For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat or he that serveth?
Right. So in a carnal sense, you're going to look at the person that's getting served, you know what I'm saying, as the greater. Not currently. Obviously, he got dominion over that person because that person bringing him food, right? So you would think that person that's receiving is the greater. Go ahead.
Is not he that sitteth at meat?
Watch this.
But I am among you as he that serveth.
But Christ, that ain't what I'm here doing. I'm serving. I came here to serve, to suffer for y'all. I'm not around here, yeah, I'm Christ. Yep. You give me that, you go here. Christ wasn't moving like that. He set a whole entirely different example. All right, give me 1 Maccabees 8. So the reason why I'm going here is because we just read about the kings of the Gentiles, right? They exercise lordship. We not supposed to be like them. But this is an instance in the Bible where we can learn from the other nations. Now, at this time, they didn't have, this was before they had kings and Caesars and all of that, when it was a Roman Republic. Well, watch this. 1 Maccabees 8, verse 14.
1 Maccabees chapter 8, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple.
You see that? So before Edom completely took over and set up their Caesars, you know what I'm saying, the 12 feathers, they didn't care about that. Go ahead.
To be magnified thereby.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house.
They made for themselves a what?
A senate house.
A senate house. That's government. So it's going into their government. Go ahead.
Wherein 320 men sat in council daily.
They sat in council how often?
Daily.
Oh, okay. Read.
Consulting always for the people.
Doing what?
Consulting always for the people.
So they took time every day out of their day to come together to consult for the betterment of the people. That's a real government. You understand? But it be pulling teeth to get brothers to come to the school for the meeting once a week. Damn. If we didn't have Zoom, the white man ain't give us Zoom, we'll be doomed. The hell is this? Crazy. Read on.
To the end, they might be well ordered.
To the end, they might be what?
Well ordered.
So they made sure them as leaders, as government, met daily to consult for the people so the people, the nation could be well ordered. So if you're not doing that, what can you expect amongst the people? Disorder. It ain't gonna be no order. Huh. Read.
And that they committed their government to one man every year,
Read.
who ruled over their country.
Go ahead.
And that all were obedient to that one.
And everybody understood position. Everybody understood superiority. You understand? We got to be in subjection to the man that's over us. Go ahead.
And that there was neither envy.
There was what?
Neither envy
Mm.
nor emulation among them.
Meaning they wasn't jockeying for position. You understand? They weren't jockeying for position. They didn't have that spirit of competition in their government. You were finna say something?
Yes, sir. This is, so we have Telegram set up, right? You might have a leadership chat. You might have a 50s or 20s. This is what these chats are supposed to be for. It ain't just shooting the breeze or saying stuff, or a lot of Telegrams be dead, brothers not saying anything. It's to be counseling every day about the people so they can be well ordered. That's why that's set up. And that's why we have weekly meetings and things of that nature. So if you never say anything in a Telegram, or if the Telegram is dead, then that means those people are not being ordered, and then chaos is happening.
Right. Brothers think they cool when they ain't saying nothing on the group. Brothers think that's tight. Yeah, I ain't got a, I read it and I ain't react. Everybody gave a flame, I'm cool. Everybody gave a salute, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? It's a spirit. Why you gotta be the only one that don't respond with the emoji? I don't get it. You just that cool, huh? Where I'm at. Back to Philippians 2, verse 22.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 22.
Go ahead.
But ye know the proof of him.
You know the what?
The proof of him.
So remember what we read about in Acts 1, right? They had to be with us from the time of John the Baptist. In 1 Timothy 3, the deacons must first be proved. The bishops can't be a novice, right? So that's what Paul's saying about Timothy. You know the what?
The proof of him.
The what?
The proof of him.
You know the proof of him. His actions speak for themselves. Go ahead.
That as a son with the Father,
Uh-huh.
he had served with me in the gospel.
Right. So he was a spiritual son to Paul. Now watch this. Get that in 1 Corinthians 4. 1 Corinthians 4:17.
Let's go.
So when you got a good leader like Paul, right? And I'm going to get into that, how he was a good leader, briefly. But when you got a good leader like Paul, it's a scripture, Sirach 26:28 say, one of the things that anger the Lord is men of understanding that are not set by. If you got a good leader, but the leaders up under him, for whatever reason, you never see them spending time with them outside of just being up here. You never seeing the leaders up under the good leader making an effort to become like him and move like him. That means if something happened to the leader and they up next in his stead, y'all in trouble. The peace up under the good leadership that you've been used to will be disrupted. That's a very bad sign. So if you got leaders, good leaders, the men up under them should be like having that relationship like Timothy had with Paul. Because Paul had the confidence like, I ain't able to make it, but Timothy, when he come, it's going to be damn near like I'm there.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's my son in the faith. Read that real quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For this cause have I sent unto you Timotheus, who is my beloved son, and faithful in the Lord,
Read.
who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways, which be in Christ.
You see that? So Timothy gonna bring you into remembrance of my ways. It ain't gonna be me, but you gonna feel me from him. You understand? And what's heavy, we read about the bishops and the deacons, right? So in Israel United in Christ, we got bishops and deacons, right? So a young leader, a young man that desired the office of a bishop, what is he supposed to do? He supposed to travel and get around the bishop. You supposed to see your leader making the effort to be around the bishops and the deacons, having relationships with the bishops and the deacons. That's why he's traveling. But you got some brothers that travel to the place where the bishops and the deacons at, but they do it just to check a box.
You can't make this stuff up.
You go around the bishops and the deacons, you don't ask no questions. You that brother that sit in the war room and got your fingers crossed. Who I hope they don't call me.
This ain't right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't engage. They didn't know you was there. You just gonna be able to put it on your damn report. Yeah, I've been to New York 3 times this year.
Are you serious?
Nobody at the leadership table in New York know who you are. You understand? It's a difference, bruh. When you really trying to be a leader, you gonna really try to get them relationships so you could be molded to be like them. So when you move around as a leader, you bring people into remembrance of Bishop Nathaniel. You bring people into remembrance of Bishop Yawasai. Yeah. You bring people into remembrance of Bishop Kanai. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the bishop ain't here, but this young dude, he just he got the same type of spirit.
That's right. Yeah.
So read on.
Who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways, which be in Christ, as I teach everywhere in every church.
Right, so while I'm traveling doing my thing, Timothy is able to fill that void for y'all. So Timothy was cultivated, he was molded into a leader by cleaving to his leader. Now give me 1 Thessalonians 2. Like I said, I'm going to deal with Paul briefly in terms of the remembrance of his ways. All right, so Timothy had these attributes from learning up under Paul. This is how Paul operated as a leader. Read that. It's 2 and 9.
1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9.
Read.
For ye remember, brethren, our labor and travail, for laboring night and day, because we would not be chargeable unto any of you. We preached unto you the gospel of God. Ye are witnesses, and God also, how holily and justly and unblameably we behaved ourselves among you that believe.
Read.
As ye know, how we exhorted and comforted.
Read.
And charge every one of you as a father doth his children.
Read.
That ye would walk worthy of God.
That what?
Ye would walk worthy of God, who hath called you unto his kingdom and glory.
That's some heavy stuff. So how Paul operated as a leader, that's how you see all the genuine leaders operate. Yeah. They exhort, they comfort, and charge you as a father doth his children. Meaning, they gonna give you scriptures to build you up. They gonna find your strengths and try to magnify them. But they also gonna charge you. They also gonna warn you. They also gonna rebuke you as a father doth his children.
Message.
And some brothers and sisters get spirits on them when they get corrected. They think that there's a such thing as a exhort-only leader.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to. See, that's why I don't talk to you. You always telling me. That's what Ahab said about Micaiah. He a prophet of the Lord, but he ain't never got nothing good to say to me. That's the spirit that a lot of brothers and sisters have, because you don't realize that person is doing that ye would walk worthy of God. It's really an honor if you got a leader that rebuke you often. Yeah. Why do I say that? That's because he sees something in you. He sees stuff that's greater than you can't see yourself. He see the greatness in you, but fix this, stop doing this. Come on. But you hate him for that. That's why you don't call him. That's why you don't talk to him. That's why you don't salute him. That's why you don't make the effort to chop it up with him. None of that. Because you don't like, you ain't my daddy, nigga. For real. So now, go to 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 9.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9.
Go ahead.
For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry. ye are God's building.
Right. So he telling the church, ye are God's building. Go ahead.
According to the grace of God, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder.
As a what?
Wise master builder.
As a wise master builder. So Paul was a wise master builder. Ezra, give me 2 Maccabees 2:29. Paul was a wise master builder. Okay. What that mean? Read.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 29.
Go ahead.
For as the master builder of a new house must care for the whole building.
Must what?
Must care for the whole building.
There go that word again.
Must care.
Must what?
Care.
Must care. You can't be a wise master builder if you don't care. You understand? In the building, what Paul say? Ye are God's building.
For real,
A wise master builder must care for the whole building. Read.
But he that undertaketh to set it out and paint it must seek out fit things for the adorning thereof.
Must seek out fit things for the adorning thereof. Go ahead.
Even so I think it is with us.
Back in Corinthians.
First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10.
Read.
According to the grace of God, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon.
So what's the foundation? Christ, the rock. Go ahead.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereon.
So as up and coming leaders, we are to take heed. Like for example, right? Bishop Nathaniel founded Israel United in Christ in 2003, right? So he laid the foundation for us, right? He laid the foundation of Christ, right? So us up and coming leaders have to take heed how we build on that foundation. Watch this.
For other foundation can no man lay
Read.
than that is laid, which is Jesus Christ.
Read.
Now, if any man build upon this foundation,
So if you build up on this foundation,
gold, silver, precious stones.
stop. So as a leader, you're either going to build gold, silver, or precious stones, meaning the best of the best. You understand? This is what your leadership is going to produce. Or, go ahead.
Wood, hay, stubble.
Wood, hay, and stubble. What is wood, hay, and stubble? That stuff is decomposable. You understand? What's another word? Biodegradable.
Damn.
It's ultimately waste. You know what I'm saying? It's necessary for some type of temporary use. But it's easily destroyed. I like that. You got to say stuff like that on the mic. They going to think I came over. I didn't come up with that. You did. Easily destroyed.
Come on.
So you either going to, as a leader, produce gold, silver, precious stones, durable things that shine and last, or wood, hay, and stubble. Biodegradable things, easily destroyed. Read.
Every man's work shall be made manifest.
And everybody's work going to be made manifest. Every officer, every captain. Read.
For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Right, so that means everybody that's up under a leader, you're going to be tried. It's a trial for you, and it's a trial to examine or determine what type of leadership you were under. Watch this, read.
If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon.
Right, so if the people that you over, they abide, they endure the trials of fire before them, go ahead.
He shall receive a reward.
So, brothers, that's what we should desire as leaders. We want a reward. We want the Lord to be able to say, okay, you was faithful in this life. So be thou faithful over 10 cities, which we going to get to that. You understand? But we also want that reward. So that means we're supposed to take our job seriously. We're supposed to strive to be wise master builders that care for the whole building.
Y'all better take heed.
Go ahead.
If any man's work shall be burned.
But if the people up under you be burnt, Go ahead.
he shall suffer
You're going to
loss,
suffer loss. Read.
but he himself shall be saved.
Uh-huh.
Yet so as by fight.
Meaning you can still get the kingdom, but you're going to reap that reward that you could have as a diligent, faithful leader. You understand that? So now, get Hebrews 13:17. So your leadership going to be graded by the Lord. Put it like that. Your leadership going to be graded. Hebrews 13:17.
Hebrews chapter 13 and 17.
Go ahead.
Obey them that have the rule over you.
Right. So now this damn near remind me of like marriage classes. You know, especially how I like to do it. I like to deal with the man first. But a sister, if she not knowing what's coming, which it come every time, I don't know how she could think it ain't coming. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, get on the man, because the sword coming your way too. So yeah, we getting on the leaders and all of that. But these leaders are still leaders. So what did the Lord say?
Obey them that have the rule over you.
So you gotta obey the leaders that the Lord put over you. Go ahead.
And submit yourselves.
Uh-huh.
For they watch for your souls.
The word for means because. You obey and submit yourselves because they watch for your souls.
right.
Again, going back to the rebuke, the exhort, whatever, is because they see something spiritually that the Lord is inspiring them to say what they saying to you, to do whatever judgment it is that's being done to you. It's needed, it's for your soul. Think about it. We read scriptures dealing with leadership, not a novice, let's being lifted up, he fall into the condemnation. You can see a brother on that route. He's apt to teach and all that, but his house out of water. He don't know how to rule his house. He gonna destroy the church of God. No, you know what, brother? Nah, you can't have rank right now. That's your soul being watched for. We preventing something bad from happening later. Man, them brothers. This thing came up multiple times in multiple places. Brothers get demoted. You ask them why you got demoted. I don't know. You know, everything of the Lord. What?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
People do not be agreeing. It's like Israel don't feel like we should be able to judge them.
I don't get it.
You understand? They still listen to Tupac or something. But the Bible say God is with us in the judgment. God is with us. The hell is this?
Yeah.
Read where we at.
Hebrews 13, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Obey them that have the rule over you,
Uh-huh.
and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls,
Watch this.
as they that must give account.
As they that must what?
Give account.
That's what we read in 1 Corinthians 3. Every man's work gonna be made manifest. We gonna have to give account for our leadership. Read.
that they may do it with joy,
That we may do it with joy.
and not with
It
grief.
shouldn't be grievous to report about you. Hey, man, I'd reach out to him. I didn't counsel him. I spent 2-3 hours on the phone. And he got off the phone and did exactly what I told him not to do. Y'all know how grievous that? You think we get a kick out of that? Hey, Bishop, man, we got another fornication. Ha, 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 ha. You think we enjoy doing that?
Hell no.
Dick, I had to put another brother out to school today. That is not enjoyable. All you got to do is obey and submit. You be all right. Otherwise, you're going to have that grievous report. Go to 1 Timothy 5:17.
Let's go.
1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 17.
Mhm.
Let
And
that-
remember, too, don't be simple. The government is always the top down. You know what I'm saying? Brothers really be thinking, Baruch put me out. Captain Immanuel put me out. No. The Lord put your ass out. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about God.
But it's a chain. It's deliberation. It's counsel that go into every action. But anyway, read.
1 Timothy 5, verse 17.
Come on.
Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor.
All right, so that's the bishops, the deacons. They rule well. You got to think, 2003, it was 2 families in an apartment. 2026, it's in every continent except Antarctica. We have said sail if it was a man in Antarctica. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
That's some well ruling right there. You understand? Our bishops, our leaders, they worthy. Go ahead.
Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor.
Come on.
Especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
Right, they labor in the word and y'all know it's precept list. Like, where y'all think that stuff come from? That come from the bishops and the deacons reading through the whole Bible for you and putting the stuff together and making it easier. Put it in the book. All you gotta do is just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how much labor it took? It ain't even just precepts in here. It's maps,
That's some good stuff right there.
dates, names. Come on, man. That's labor. And this ain't the only precept list.
Fire.
And they teach every week, every day. That's some labor. You understand? Come on.
Especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
Read.
For the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn.
Uh-huh.
And the laborer is worthy of his reward.
Right, the labor is worthy of his reward. You got to think, when a bishop touched down, they shouldn't have to ask for nothing. All the work they put in, bishop been doing this since before I was thought of. You understand? When I was swimming around in my daddy's, you know what I'm saying? Damn. He been doing this. So, now, give me 1 Thessalonians 5. So the bishops, the deacons, the elders of the church, IUIC, double honor. So what that mean for the men that's directly over you? Read that real quick.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12.
Come on.
And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you.
So know them that labor among you. Know them, recognize them that put in work right here where you at. Go ahead.
And are over you in the Lord.
And are what?
Over you in the Lord.
And over you in the Lord. Read.
And admonish you.
And they admonish you.
And
they teach you. They rebuke you. Go ahead.
And to esteem them very highly.
To do what?
Esteem them very highly.
For what?
In love.
Uh-huh.
For their work's sake.
For their haircut.
For their work's sake.
For their nice boots.
For their work's sake.
For the work's sake.
Hit the ball.
Brothers putting in work. This school, y'all remember how the school looked when we first bought this joint?
Shit.
Oh my God. You understand? Bruh, brothers put in work for this. And this ain't, you know what I'm saying? We got a long way to go. But brothers made plenty of sacrifices for this. If you don't esteem them for nothing else, esteem them for the work's sake.
That's right.
Come on.
And be at peace among yourselves.
Now, give me that definition real quick.
Let's go.
Esteem. Scriptures say, esteem them very highly for the work's sake. Read that.
Esteem. As a verb, esteem means to deeply respect, admire, or set a high value on someone or something.
Right. So deeply respect, admire, set a high value on someone or something. All right. Now, give me Sirach 7:29. Sirach 7:29.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 29.
Read.
Fear the Lord with all thy soul
Mm-hmm.
and reverence his priests.
Right. So it's not a coincidence that this in one verse. It's one thought for a reason. Fear the Lord, reverence his peace, reverence his priests. Go ahead.
Love him that made thee with all thy strength.
Love God. Read.
And forsake not his ministers.
And don't forsake his ministers, which goes back to his priests. So you can't say you love the Lord or you fear the Lord without reverencing his priests, his messengers.
Message.
Give me that real quick. Reverence.
Let's go.
Forsake not his ministers. Don't turn your back
Reverence.
on his leaders that he set up for you. Go ahead.
Don't fall
Reverence
for it.
is an emotion or attitude characterized by profound respect,
Profound respect. Go ahead.
admiration,
Admiration. Read.
and awe,
And awe. Go ahead.
often directed toward the divine.
Toward the what?
The divine.
Believe it or not, for men to understand this Bible and be able to teach it and use it to direct, to lead, to guide, to counsel, that is the divine spirit within them. They not regular. They are of irregular caliber.
Yeah.
Understand that. Go ahead. Divine,
The sacred
holy,
or something perceived as inherently greater or nobler than the self.
oh wow. Something perceived as inherently greater or nobler than the self. So we all the same in terms of, we all battle, we all in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? Earth and ash, we all earth and ashes. But for the Lord to say, this spirit, I want you overseeing. I want you to take the oversight of this, that means it's something great. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain level of greatness within them that deserves reverence. Nah, give me Exodus 22. Exodus 22:28.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 28.
Read.
Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people.
So God said, thou shalt not, this is a law. Thou shalt not revile the gods. What's the lines beside the word gods in that scripture? What it say? You ain't got it. No reader. No, I'm playing. Ezra, what yours say? You got it? You got the little lines on the side? Exodus 22:28.
Verse 28, yeah, it says, or judges.
Or what?
Or judges.
So who are the gods in that verse? The captains and officers that we read about in Exodus and Deuteronomy. Those are the judges, right? God said that they are gods. And you cannot revile, meaning speak evil of them. Go to Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. Thou shalt not revile the gods. He brothers is gods up here now. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 20.
Read.
Curse not the king. No, not in thy thoughts.
No, not in thy what?
In thy thoughts.
Not even in your thought. Not even in your mind. Damn. Read.
And curse not the rich in thy bedchamber.
In thy bed chamber. What they talking about? Pillow talking. So brothers do that.
Damn. Don't fall for it.
Well, I almost did something. I already did. I ain't gonna do it again. I ain't gonna do it again. Read on.
For a bird of the air shall carry the voice,
Uh-huh.
and that which hath wings shall tell the matter.
Meaning it's always gonna come out. It's always gonna come out. When you got that spirit where you will speak against the gods that the Lord set up over you, it's gonna manifest. All right? Get 2 Peter 2 and 9. 2 Peter 2 and 9.
Let's go.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9.
Read.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
Right, the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptation. Go ahead.
And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
And also reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Read.
But chiefly them.
But mainly them. So the Lord gonna punish all the unjust, but mainly them that what?
That walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness.
Right, they do what they want to do. Go ahead.
And despise government.
And what?
Despise government.
And despise government. They hate having people over them, having authority. Read on.
Presumptuous are they.
Uh-huh.
Self-willed.
Read.
They are not afraid to speak evil of dignity.
They not afraid to curse the king in a bedchamber. They're not afraid to pillow talk. They're not afraid to make their wife privy to leadership only content. You understand? They not afraid to do that. Now, give me that in Numbers 12:1. So this is an example. They ain't written the 4 times, written 5, learn it.
Numbers chapter 12, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married.
Right. So now, Moses is the man that the Lord used to administer the laws dealing with interracial marriage, right? So he administered a law, and his own siblings, Miriam and Aaron, like, but he got an Ethiopian wife. Now, how did Moses end up with an Ethiopian wife? He was a damn refugee. He had to flee from amongst his people.
Message.
When he was supposed to stay celibate. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of conversation they have. I'm telling you. Miriam, you know, Miriam was the older sister. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
For he had married an Ethiopian woman.
Come on.
And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses?
So the Lord only dealing with Moses? Go ahead. Baby bro, go ahead.
Hath he not spoken also by us?
Uh-huh.
And the Lord heard it.
And what?
The Lord heard it.
And the Lord heard it. Go ahead.
Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto
Now,
Aaron.
look, was Moses perfect? Right, Moses made a mistake. Moses got corrected by the Lord a few times, right? But he said Moses was meek
For real though.
above all men on the face of the earth. Read on.
And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam. Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth.
Watch this.
And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
Right, so that's how I deal with regular prophets who are not regular. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I deal with prophets in general. But watch this.
My servant Moses is not so.
I deal with Moses on a different level. Remember the definition for reverence? Somebody inherently greater. You know what I'm saying? Okay, read.
Who is faithful in all mine house.
Come on.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
Uh-huh.
Even apparently.
Right, I'm not going to use visions and dreams. I'm straight up with Moses. Read.
And not in dark speeches.
Come on.
And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold.
Watch this.
Wherefore, then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Damn, you weren't afraid to speak evil of dignities? You weren't afraid to speak evil of Moses?
Damn.
This is one of the main characters in all this. You know what I'm saying? You weren't afraid to do that? Come on.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Now, my mind still stuck before this, what we just read. But Moses, right? When he was among them, mind you, this their little brother. It wasn't a book that they had to where they could read about, you know what I'm saying? Moses, right? So, like, in hindsight, we know, man, that's Moses they talking about. But they didn't perceive who this man was. Same thing today. And it start with the wives. Some of you wives, the way you deal with your husband and all that, like, you just don't know. The kids, the congregation, you don't understand who you dealing with.
He ain't lying.
But at least we got things written 4 times for our learning. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But you don't know who might be Moses in this joint. You don't know. You don't know. Read.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Damn, turned into a white girl. Come on.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
Read.
And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
We have what?
Sinned.
So, what law did they break? Exactly. Thou shalt not revile the gods. So they transgressed that law. That's why Aaron said that. We have sinned. And why y'all think the woman got the harsher judgment? Because remember, the Lord said, look, men and brethren, seek amongst able men. Leadership is a male category in terms of the nation anyway. What the hell is you doing saying whether or not a man is not in his rightful place? Stay in your place. What the hell? She got all the way out of place. Read on.
Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed.
So she looked like one of them things off Blade. Like, y'all know the Blade with the white jets? That what she looked it like. Come on.
When he cometh out of his mother's womb.
All right, now give me, go to Jude now. So now, mind you, Aaron and Miriam, you know, they got judged, but they didn't bug the hell out. You know what I'm saying? They got judged and they repented. But, you know, a lot of times when you go down that path of despising government, there's a much worse outcome. Read that. Now, Jude and 2 Peter are, it's like Kings and Chronicles. It's the same thing. It's just two different people telling the same thing. So read verse 8.
Jude, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh.
Read.
Despise dominion.
What?
Despise dominion.
Despise dominion or despise government. Go ahead.
And speak evil of dignity.
And speak evil of dignities. Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11.
Watch this.
Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain.
Hatred.
And ran greedily after the error of Balaam.
Covetousness.
For reward. And perished in the gainsaying of Korah.
And perished in the what?
Gainsaying of Korah.
Perished in the gainsaying of Korah. Who is the Korah right there? Korah in the book of Numbers. So let's get that. Numbers 16 and 1.
Numbers chapter 16 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men.
So you see, Korah had a whole little clique. He was the main one. That's why his name was mentioned first here and the only one mentioned in Jude, right? But he had a clique. They gonna always have a clique. Go ahead.
And they rose up before Moses.
Read.
With certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown.
So they had 250 men that the people looked at as men of understanding. So they got themselves a following of people that are presumed to be wise to go against Moses. Read.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses
Read.
and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore, then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Right. So we read Moses was meek above all the men in the world. And they said, nope, you lifting up yourselves above the people of the Lord. Who the hell is you, Moses? This is the gainsaying of Korah. Now jump down to verse 26.
Verse 26.
Go ahead.
And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins.
Read.
So they get up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of the tent. and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord has sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me.
If these men die a regular death, then they right. The Lord did not send me. Go ahead.
But if the Lord make a new thing,
Damn.
and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quickly into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord.
So the Lord gonna make it plain. If I am who they say I am, if I'm a fraud, then it's not gonna happen. But if it do happen, just know that these men have provoked the Lord. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them.
Read.
And the earth opened her mouth.
Come on.
And swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods.
So the Lord made a new thing. The earth opened her mouth and swallowed them niggas. What the hell? Now jump down to verse 35.
Verse 35.
Go ahead.
And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
So them 250 princes that tagged along with Korah and his clique, they got burnt with fire. So that's God judgment. All them people died a wonderful death. You understand? For reviling the God, speaking evil of the leader. That had flaws. Huh. Now, give me what was they guilty of? Let's see who thinking. What you got?
He was guilty of murmuring, speaking evil.
Go deeper. What's your name?
Officer Gabriel, New Orleans.
Okay.
Reviling the gods.
Go deeper. Hezekiah.
Despising governments.
Go deep. No Diddy, man. Go deeper. One more try. Anybody? Moshe on the end.
They will burn false witness against
Bearing false witness. Okay. I'm going to get the out. Put on the screen.
Treason.
What?
Treason.
Treason. Come on.
Treason is the crime of betraying one's own country.
Through what?
Primarily through acts like attempting to overthrow the government.
Overthrow the what?
The government.
So what was the government that God set up? It was through Moses, Aaron, and the priests. They was trying to overthrow that. You understand? They committed treason, and the Lord made a new thing in the earth to kill them niggas.
Message.
Now, give me Acts 5:38. So that's the path you going. When you got that spirit to where you don't reverence them that rule over you as you should, that's the path that you're going down. You think you're speaking against them, but you're really speaking against God. You're speaking against his government. Acts 5:38.
Acts chapter 5, verse 38.
Now, this in context is dealing with the scribes and Pharisees, and you know what I'm saying, the Sanhedrin in terms of the apostles. But I want y'all to put this into perspective of how you may feel against your leadership. Watch this.
And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel of this work be of men, it will come to naught.
Right, it will come to naught. So if you got a leader that you feel like ain't supposed to be a leader, then that mean he gonna come to naught. You understand? The Lord gonna move him out the way. Read.
But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
But if it be of God, ye what?
Ye cannot overthrow
And
it.
then you can't find an account of successful treason, not against God.
That's right.
It always end with death.
Yeah.
Every time, horrible death. You trying to overthrow him. Go ahead. When you cannot overthrow him, read.
Lest haply ye be found even to fight against
You'll
God.
be fighting against God. You think you against these men. You fighting against God. Who can whoop God in here? Hell no. I'll whoop your ass, Cap. All right. Go to 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. 1 Corinthians 6 and 2.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Right. So the saints, the people that you see, that you looking at right now, the Lord said we going to judge the world. Read.
And if the world shall be judged by you,
Uh-huh.
are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Right, because the leaders of Corinth was getting puffed up and worried about the wrong things like preeminence instead of watching for the people's souls. Letting fornicators just roam around in the body like they ain't do nothing. Go ahead.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels?
Right, this is in the same thing as verse 2. Go ahead.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
Now, the reason why I say, I know some of y'all probably weren't able to catch Deacon Isaac class, but the angels are our brothers. Like we read about the 12 gates, right? The 12 gates got 12 what? 12 angels. The gate that they're not just at the gate just because. That gate is they tribe too.
Message.
The angels got tribe. They're my brothers. You know what I'm saying? All right, go watch Deacon Isaac class. I ain't finna. Yeah. Now go to Matthew 19:28.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 28.
Read.
And Jesus said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
Who he speaking to right now? The 12 apostles. Go ahead.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory,
Mm-hmm.
ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judging who?
The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's the angels we read about in 1 Corinthians. So that's the eternal heavenly rulership, right? But they was walking around as Peter, James, Bartholomew, you know what I'm saying? Regular Negroes that Ananias and Sapphira lied to. You understand? God said, y'all gonna rule the 12 tribes of Israel in the kingdom. Now give me Revelation 21:14.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 14.
Go ahead.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations.
So this the kingdom. The wall of this heavenly, the holy city. Go ahead.
Had 12 foundations.
Read.
And in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
Wow. So these 12 apostles, so important to the Lord, that he engraved their name in the permanent, holy, eternal kingdom. Now, give me 2 Ezra 1:38. 12 names in the foundation. You don't know who it could be. You don't know who it could be. It could be Brother Moshe. Yeah. It could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? It could be Soldier Samuel. Could be one of them. Come on. You never know. Read that.
2 Ezra chapter 1, verse 38.
Read.
And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that cometh from the east.
Come on.
Unto whom I give for leaders.
Unto whom I give. God. Unto whom God will give for leaders. So the leaders are given by who? All right, but now he finna go into these particular ones though. Read.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
3 patriarchs.
Oseas, Amos, and Micheas. Joel, Abdias, and Jonas. Nahum and Abekah.
So that's Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, Jonah. Go ahead.
Nahum and Abekah, Sophonias.
Right, that's Habakkuk and Zephaniah.
Aggius,
Haggai,
Zachary,
Zechariah,
and Malachi, which is called also an angel of the Lord.
So you read 12 prophets, but you also read 3 patriarchs, right? Was 12 plus 3. All right, now go to Micah 5 and 5.
Let's go.
Micah chapter 5, verse 5.
Go ahead.
And this man shall be the peace when the Assyrians shall come into our land.
All right, that's talking about Christ. He is the peace. And the Assyrian is talking about Amalek that's in our land today. Go ahead.
And when he shall tread in our palaces,
Watch this.
then shall we raise against him
So the Lord's plan is to rise up against Amalek who?
7 shepherds and 8 principal men.
7 shepherds and 8 principal men. What's 7 plus 8? How many men we just read in 2 Ezra 1? But there's more. Go to 2 Ezra 2 and verse 18.
2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 18.
Come on.
For thy help will I send my servants Esai and Jeremy.
That's Isaiah and Jeremiah. They wasn't named with Jonah, Habakkuk, Obadiah, and all them in chapter 1, right? So you got Isaiah and Jeremiah that the Lord also going to send for our help. Read.
After whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for thee 12 trees laden with
The
diverse
12
fruits.
trees go back to the 12 prophets. So Isaiah and Jeremiah going to be sent, and they going to be working with the 12. You understand?
That's right.
So that's 17 total that we didn't read about. Now, give me Revelation 7 and 3. Revelation 7 and 3.
Let's go.
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees.
Right, meaning don't destroy this world, because this world got to be destroyed, but don't do it yet. Go ahead.
Till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
Right, so the Lord said the earth can't be destroyed till the servants of God are sealed in their forehead. Read.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed.
I heard the what?
Number.
The what?
The number.
The number of them.
Which were sealed.
Come on.
And there were sealed 144,000.
144,000. Now, unless, read on.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
So, unless the Lord changed his program, right? When the Lord numbered the children of Israel, what was the number? What was he? Yeah, what was he numbering? The what?
Come on.
Send them right.
He was numbering, the number was based off the men 20 years old and up.
Y'all see that, right? So, just in case you don't, go to Revelation 14 and read verse 1 about this 144.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000.
Damn, with Christ is going to stick. Because we read about 17, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be total 144,000 standing with Christ. Read.
Having its father's name written in their foreheads.
Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4.
Read.
These are they which were not defiled with women.
Come on.
For they are virgins.
For they are virgins spiritually, right? Meaning they're not defiled with other doctrines. Go ahead.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Right. They don't make excuses. They make it happen. They follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. Read.
These were redeemed from among men.
They was what?
Redeemed from among men.
From among what?
Men.
From among what?
Men.
20 years old and upward. You understand? You got men. The Lord said, hurt not the earth till I got this number of men that are not defiled with women and follow the Lamb whithersoever he go. But you got men that are voluntary simps. They make excuses. They be BSing and stuff. That means you want us to stay here. And a lot of these women confused in that in the moment they want you to spend time with them. But They want you to get them to the kingdom where they ain't got to put their damn foot on the ground. You know what I'm saying? What? So they don't understand their damn confliction because they emotions. But you as the man supposed to understand that, sis, be quiet. I'm trying to get you to damn paradise. I'm finna go do this work.
Come on.
But brothers. Now give me Revelation 2. So it say they standing with the Lamb, right? Okay. Revelation 2:26.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26.
Read.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my
And
word.
then I said to not defile with women, just dealing with the wives. But you got brothers that's defiled with women, because they can't stop dealing with the nasty hoes. Yeah, I was finna go down there. The nasty hoes. Y'all know, like, a hoe can love you, but she can only love you as a hoe. Meaning, she'll love you, but she's still gonna give it up to the next nigga. She just ain't gonna look at it like that. Like, nigga, I still love you. You know what I'm saying? But niggas will lose their crown, prolong the kingdom for these nasty hoes. Read that.
Verse 26.
Come on.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Right. So these is talking about them 144.
That's right.
The Lord gonna get them power over the nations because they overcame their temptation. Read.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Right. We gonna rule the nations with a rod of iron. Go ahead.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers.
So if these nations do not comply, we're gonna have the power and authority to break them into pieces. You understand? Yeah. Right now the Lord like learn the Bible, gather the sheep, feed the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Seal the law in your forehead, and I'm gonna come give you all power, all dominion.
Message.
And we gonna be able to break the heathens' neck if they don't submit.
Come on, brother.
You understand? But that was it?
Even as I received of my Father.
Even as Christ received of his Father. We're going to inherit that same power. Yeah. Joint heirs. Now, give me Luke 19.
Let's go.
Luke 19:16. Just somewhat of an illustration of this. Read that.
Luke chapter 19 and verse 16.
Come on.
Then came the first saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto him, well, thou good servant.
Right, meaning you took what the Lord gave you and you were fruitful with it. You understand? You took the understanding and you taught and you brought forth fruit. You didn't just sit on your behind. Read.
Because thou hast been faithful in a very little.
You've been faithful in a very little. Like you may be an officer of 10. That's a very little amount of men, believe it or not. But you was a faithful officer of 10. Read.
Have thou authority over 10 cities.
Have you what?
Authority over 10 cities.
Over 10 cities. Little Rock is a little rock, a little city. It's 200,000 people in this city. What 200,000 times 10? That's 2 million, right? 2 million. Be ruler over 2 million. You know what I'm saying? If you're a faithful officer of 10, the Lord will make you a ruler over 2 million.
You better believe it.
Wow. You understand? Read on.
And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds.
Come on.
And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities.
Be thou ruler over 5 cities. Now get Micah 4 in verse 1. Micah 4 verse 1 real quick.
Micah chapter 4 verse 1.
Go ahead.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established.
Right, talking about the kingdom. The kingdom going to be established. Read.
In the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it.
Right, all the nations. Now jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Watch this.
For all people
All nations,
will walk every one in the name of his God.
they gonna walk in the name of his God. The nations, they gonna walk in the name of their God. What? Right? Watch this.
And we will walk in the name of the Lord our God.
But we gonna walk in the name of the Lord our God, the God of Israel. So what is that scripture saying? They gonna be able to walk in the name of white Jesus? They gonna be able to walk in the name of Buddha? So who God they gonna walk in the name of? The 144, the ruler over that damn city. You understand? You with Zamarian. The hell is this? For real. They gonna walk in your name. The Lord gonna make us gods over these nations. We already gods now. They just don't see it. It does not yet appear. Yet. But this does saith the Lord right there. Now get Luke 16 verse 10. So this go both ways, right? For you men that's supposed to be leaders, if you don't be what you supposed to be, you can't expect no reward. But on the flip side, these men that you dealing with, I know it seem little right now. Oh, they think they doing something. They think they got, oh, he a captain. All right. Well, just know he gonna be a god over 2 million one day. Yeah! A god over 10 million. Damn! Read that.
Luke chapter 16, verse 10.
Read.
He that is faithful in that which is least.
He that is faithful in that which is least. Again, you officer 10 and you ain't got 10 men over the age of 20, you ain't even supposed to be an officer 10. But take your 3 men and be diligent to know the state of your flock. Be a faithful minister, a faithful leader.
Message.
Because if you faithful over little, go ahead.
Is faithful also in much.
The Lord gonna deem you faithful over much. Be thou ruler over 10 cities. You understand? Power over the nations. Yeah. Read.
And he.
But also, if you faithful unto the little Lord that you have, he not a little Lord, but you know, whatever. You understand? The Lord would deem you, okay, she's worthy of paradise. You understand? She gonna be wife number 1. She gonna be she gonna be in the chamber with him. She not gonna have a several house.
If she faithful.
If she faithful.
In his earthly form.
Yes.
Then she could be worthy of the godly form.
There you go.
That's right.
But read on though.
And he that is unjust in the least.
But if you unjust in the least, you are also 10 with 3 brothers. Damn. You are officer and you hate your job, your duty, your position. This little, I don't get it. This little stuff. A flyer mission. 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Republic consulted daily for the people. You can't get on a 30-minute call. He that's unjust in the least, go ahead.
Is unjust also in much.
You're not worthy of the kingdom, bruh. Why would the Lord give you rulership and dominion when you couldn't do nothing with the little rulership that was given you in this life?
Y'all better take heed.
Likewise with subordinates, wives, children. All you had to do, you know what I'm saying, was obey this man giving you the Bible. He was reading you the Bible. But you expect to be under me in my kingdom? But you couldn't listen to? No, I never knew you. You understand? So we got a lot of examining and reflecting to do. As leaders, as people that's under these leaders, Listen, this is God's government. It's God's government. You're not dealing with regular men. All right? And if you one of the men that the Lord chose to be in his government, make sure that you a genuine leader. You're not somebody that's seeking your own. You understand? We got to be genuine leaders of irregular caliber.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.